Some impressive results this last week over in the Champions League round of 16 first legs, including Arsenal's 7-1 victory over in Holland. That's right. What's going to go on their second legs? Can the Dutchies get back into it? Probably not, but we're going to get into it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video today. It's all about the Champions League round of 16 second legs, of course. Who will go through to the quarterfinals? Who, of course, will join the likes of PSV on the out. That's right. What am I talking about? Well, I'll showcase you in a minute. Big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the patrons. You know who you are. Your one-stop shop for Champions League is right here under one rooski. That's right. Barcelona, they're in the upper hand, as, of course, are Bayern. But lots can happen, of course, in those second legs, which could turn games completely around. But we will all pretty much know that Arsenal are going to be playing the kids this week. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the patrons. Let's get into this one, revisiting the last round of games. Alrighty then, folks, let's turn the clock back to last week and have a look at some of the cricket scorelines, including the ding-dong at the top of the screen there. Of course, PSV getting absolutely tonked 7-1 on the night. Of course, following on from my ridiculous prediction that they would win. I went with a 2-1 win for PSV, but I got it wrong. Meanwhile, Real Madrid, they did pick up a win, a 2-0 win over Atlético. I went with a 2-1 win. Actually, I went with a 2-0 win. It was a 2-1 win for Real Madrid. Meanwhile, PSG, they lost at home to Liverpool. I went with a 2-1 win, but it was a 1-0 win. Villa picked up a 3-1 win on the road at Belgium. I went with a draw on that. Benfica as well drew. That was my prediction, but it was a 1-0 win for the juggernauts, that is Barcelona. Dortmund, 1-1 draw over at Dortmund. Not the greatest result for them. Big upper hand for Lille, perhaps, going into the second leg in La France. I went with a 2-1 win. Meanwhile, Bayern did beat the current champions of Germany 3-0 on the night. I did go with a draw. It does look like advantage company. And Harry Kane potentially could be getting his first bit of league. It could be a good year for Harry Kane this time around. And, of course, I did get the final result completely spot on with a 2-0 win for Internazionale. So that's, of course, my predictions. Not the greatest week for me over in the Super Bowl with Achilawawa kicking ass and taking it with track bonus alongside it with 8. That's right. Summit of 2018, K7 and Pin Predict with 7. And then, of course, a couple other guys, Gillespie Ghost and Hansworth with 6.5. Oh, I'm all the way down here with 4.5. Not the greatest week, but we go again. The current leaderboard has me sitting in 7th right now. Of course, down 1 spot from number 6. Achilawawa leapfrogging me in the process into 6th spot. But the top 3 pretty much is the same names. Just a little bit rejig. Pin Predict completely out on his own at the moment. Keep on predicting. Smash the like, smash your subscribe wherever you are in the world. Now looking forward to those second legs, and these are those, of course, coming at you right here, right now. We're going to start with a trip to London, of course. It is the one game we already know the result, pretty much, or at least who's going to go through. It is Arsenal. It is PSV. It's coming at the Emirates. That's right. Of course, Arsenal and Mikel Arteta third in the table, of course, in the Champions League. But they're coming into this on the back of just 1 defeat in the last 4. Big week for them as well. Manchester United on the horizon in the Premier League up against PSV under Peter Boas. Peter Boas's boys are just 1 win in the last 6. They've lost 3 on the spin after finishing 14th in the league. They played Arsenal 10 times now since 2002. Arsenal winning 4 of them, PSV 2 of them, and there's been 4 draws. Last time they played at London, it was a 4-0 win for the Gunners there back in September 2023. If that happens again, they're going through here. 11-1 on aggregate, goodness gracious me. PSV's one and only victory, or actually last victory, should I say, was a 2-0 win for PSV way back in October 2022. I don't think they've ever beaten Arsenal in London, so I'm not expecting it in this one. Of course, PSV will be taking on Heerenveen this week, and they're expected to win that game. But Manchester United will be a bit more stern opposition for Arsenal. But I'm going to back the Gunners here, 3-1 win, which of course will make a double-digit aggregate scoreline for them heading into the quarterfinals. That's right. Well, who will join them though? Will it be Atlético? Will it be Real Madrid? Goodness gracious me, coming at you. Also on Wednesday, March the 2nd at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano. Atlético under Diego Simeone, finishing 5th in the table right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. However, drawn 3 of that last 5. Sorry, for the last 6. Meanwhile, Real Madrid under Carlo Ancelotti also 1 defeat in the last 6, but they won 4 of the last 5, and they played Atlético 82 times since 1993. Madrid, the hosts, winning 15 of them. Real Madrid winning 43 of them, and that's been 24 draws, of course. Last time around over at Atlético, it was a 1-1 draw. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture being a 2-1 win for Real Madrid back in the Bernabeu Bilbao back in just last week on the 4th of March. Atletico taking on Getafe this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Real Madrid taking on Vallecano, also expected to win that game. So both sides expected to pick up the wins. Big one, this one, of course, the bookies odds. They give it to Atletico to win this match. Of course, it is only 1 goal margin in this game. So a win could be enough for Atletico. I'm going to go with a win as well. I'm going with a 1-0 win, which, what does that mean? Of course, if you get your calculators out, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be a bit of a conundrum. So we're going to come back to that one in a minute. We might have a little bit more spice in that one. Meanwhile, let's go to Anfield. It is Liverpool. It is, of course, PSG. And, of course, it's Arne Slot's boys kicking ass and taking names. Top of the table, 21 points for the season in the league. Of course, they've won 4 of the last 5, 83% form for them, unbeaten in at least the last 6 matches, and they haven't lost any of the last 18 home games. PSG, on the flip side, under Luis Enrique, finished 15th in the league structure, just 1 defeat in the last 6. The previous one, of course, that 1 defeat was the last match against Liverpool, but the previous 5 was 5 wins on the spin. They played Liverpool 3 times since 2018, 2 wins for the Liverpool there, 1 win for PSG, and there's been no draws. Last time around at Anfield, it was a 3-2 win for Liverpool, which of course will be enough to send the Merseyside team through to the last 8. PSG will take on Star Rennes this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Liverpool taking on Southampton. They're expected to absolutely pummel them this weekend at Anfield. So back-to-back home games for Liverpool on this one. Bookies will give it to Liverpool as well. Not that massively fancy, but for me, I think they're just going to be too good on the night, which, of course, adding into that a factor from the first leg should send Liverpool through to the quarterfinals. So I'm going to go 2-1 on the night. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's go to Villa Park, as they have got a massive upper hand, taking on the Belgians, Club Brugge at Villa Park. Unai Emery's boys are doing the business, finishing 8th in the league structure, just 1 defeat in the last 6, 67% form for them right now. But against Club Brugge, who haven't won in the last 3 matches. They played twice, these 2 sides in 2024, 1 win apiece. No draws thus far. Of course, Club Brugge will take on Cercle Brugge in the Bruges derby this week over in the Juniper League. Meanwhile, Villa will take on Brentford in a spicy game. They're expected to lose that game because Brentford at home are something else. The bookies on this one give Villa the upper hand for this match, of course, which add that into the fact that they won quite convincingly in Belgium 3-1 last time around. Should see Aston Villa go through. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win on the night, which again, if you are a bit of a mathematician, you can figure out who goes through. Who will join them on the other side of my bracket? We've got Barcelona. They're taking on Benfica over at the Camp Nou. It's actually at the Stadio Olympic Louis Companies. It's the backup ground, of course. Camp Nou getting a refurb. Hansi Flick, of course, the governor, finishing 2nd in the league. They won 5 of the last 6, unbeaten in the last at least 6 matches, but they haven't lost any of the last 16. They haven't lost any of the last 16 games. They've won 5 of the last 6. 92% form for them right now. Benfica on the first, so just 1 defeat in the last 6. That 1 defeat was this last game in Portugal in the first legs. Played 8 times in 2006, 4 wins Barcelona, 1 win for Benfica. There's been 3 draws. Last time around at Barcelona, it was a 0-0 draw, but a draw is not good enough for Benfica on this one. Coming at you right here, right now. Barcelona prepping for Osasuna this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Benfica taking on Nacional, also expected to win that game. Both sides are at home for this match. This match will take place though in Barcelona. They're expected to win. The European giants, that is Barcelona, expected to win them on the night, but I am going to go with a 3-1 win, which does mean Barcelona will comfortably go through to the quarterfinals. Who will join them, though, in a very, very evenly poised match? It is Lille, it is Dortmund, coming at you on Wednesday, the 12th of March. The Stade Pierre-Marie. Lille under Bruno Gessinho, 42% form for them right now. Just back-to-back games without a win. Dortmund, though, unbeaten in the last 4 matches. They're on 67% form, having finished 10th in the league compared to Lille's Lille's 7th place finish. The reverse fixture was a 1-1 draw at the Signal Iduna Park. Dortmund taking on Augsburg this weekend. Lille taking on Montpellier. Both are expected to win. Both playing at home as well. Lille on the flip side on this one, I expected to lose this game, but it's only slight margins in the bookies odds, giving it just to Dortmund on this one. I'm going to back the pedigree of Dortmund on this one. I think over the years, of recent years anyway, Dortmund have got a bit more European now, so I think they'll have the game management, the game logic on this one. So I'm going to give them the upper hand on the night. I'm going to give a 2-1 win. Again, with that 1-1 draw, does send the yellow and black through to another quarterfinal. We'll see. But who will join them as another all-German affair on this one, as Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen taking on Bayern, coming at you over at the Bay Arena. Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso, finishing 6th in the league, 67% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat in the last 6 matches. Bayern, though, haven't lost any of the any of the last 10, and they won 3 on the spin. They played at Leverkusen 74 times since 1992, 16 wins Leverkusen, 45 wins Bayern. There's been 13 draws. They played a bunch of games already this season. I'm talking 4 times already this season. They've won 1 apiece, and there's been 2 draws, of course. The big win, though, was for Bayern, and that was the most recent one. 3-0 winners in the reverse leg at the Allianz Arena. So we'll need a massive turnaround on this one. However, it's not looking good for Leverkusen. Only scored twice in those 4 games against Bayern, so that already puts them in a massive disadvantage. They'll need to really deliver on this game. Coming into this one, Bayern will take on Bochum this weekend in the Bundesliga. Leverkusen taking on Bremen. Both sides expected to win those games, and both sides are playing at home. This match, though, at the Bay Arena, they're still underdogs for the game, though, so they're not expected to win this match either, with the bookies backing Bayern to win on the night. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win. I think Bayer Leverkusen have to win this game, and if they go in there with a kitchen sink mentality, they might get a 2-0 win, of course, which will make it very, very interesting. But unfortunately, it's not going to be good enough, following on from Bayern's major win in the first leg. And then finally, we go to Milan, of course, International taking on Feyenoord. Inter under Simone Inzaghi up against Feyenoord and Robin van Persie. The Giuseppe Meazza played just the one time. Of course, it was a win for Inter most recently. The Italians, of course, just 1 defeat in the last 6 for them, 75% form. Up against Feyenoord, 1 defeat in the last 6. That was the most recent match coming into this. It was a 2-0 win, upper hand win for the Italians over at Feyenoord, so already looks good for them. Feyenoord haven't scored a goal in back-to-back games now, and they must be taking on somebody right now in the Dutch League. I can't see their games on the list here. Inter taking on Monza, expected to win that game. They're playing 3 of the next 4 matches at home. The bookies odds on this one as well. They'll give it to Inter coming at you on a Tuesday, the 11th of March. Inter Milan, the favourites, of course. They've got that upper hand as well. So if Feyenoord are to win this one, they've got to strike early. I don't see it happening. I'm going to go the repeat of the first leg, a 2-0 win, which, of course, if you are a mathematician just like me, you'll know these are the scorelines. I've gone with a 10-2 aggregate scoreline for Arsenal. They'll go through. Then I've gone with a 2-2 aggregate scoreline, and being in the Metropolitano, I'm going to go with Atlético to come through on the night, causing the biggest upset of the round, sending the juggernauts, the giants, that's Real Madrid, out of the competition. Meanwhile, Liverpool will go through 3-1. Of course, on aggregate, Villa will join them as well, 5-1. Barcelona with a 4-1 win over Benfica. They'll go through. Dortmund will join them as well, 3-2, having squeaked past Lille. Bayern will be there, of course, 3-1, of course, on aggregate, and International with a 4-0 win, which will make a nice little spicy quarter-finals, of course. I think that's about me. Of course, make sure you get your predictions in using the Super Brew. Of course, I'll look forward to seeing what you've got there. And, of course, make sure you drop them down below so everyone else can have a little look and both. See if they're right, see if they're wrong. Until then, subscribe, smash the like, catch you later. Until then, we are done.